cut the national debt by $1.7 trillion.
We literally cut the federal debt in half by $1.4 trillion.
$1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion cut. We cut the debt by $1.7 billion in the last 2 years. Let me say that again. $1.7 trillion. I reduced the budget by $1.7 billion. Okay? I reduced the debt.
We cut the federal debt in half. Fact.
In the first 2 years of my administration, I cut the debt by $1.7 trillion. $1.7 billion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion. $7 billion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 billion. It's a trillion dollars. Not billion, $1 trillion. $1.7 trillion. Hear me?
No one's ever reduced the debt that much.
Well, first off, that's a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie. We got to talk about Karine Jean-Pierre today because, she had a little bit of a moment after being asked a real simple question, which, it's a fair question, right? You guys saw that last clip. 1.7 trillion, 1.7 billion. We just checked out a compilation video the other day of, the cognitive decline. So, the question that she got asked was a fair question. We all want to know. We all want to know. And it's kind of interesting that he doesn't take a test.
Please clarify specifically, have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who bragged?
Why would you take a test? Okay. Well, Karine Jean-Pierre went on a radio show in North Carolina and was just asked a simple question. A question that we all want to know the answer to. We all do. I mean, to some of us, it's pretty obvious. To all of us, it's pretty obvious what the answer is, but to some of America, they still want to know. So I think it's a fair question to ask. And of course, as always, as we used to see it as, I coined the phrase, when the facts come out, they run. Karine Jean-Pierre didn't really like it and had an interesting response. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
When I told a number of people that I was talking to you today, it was interesting, though. They all said, would you please just ask her, does the president have dementia? So before I move on from that, does he?
Mark, I can't even believe you're asking me this question. That is an incredibly offensive question to ask.
But people ask it.
Wait, no.
It's offensive to ask if he has dementia. This stuff is just ridiculous. They call anything and everything offensive that they don't want to answer. Oh, well, that's offensive. No, you just don't want to answer it. Because if you did answer it truthfully, it ain't going to sound that great. That's why you say stuff like that. It's just gotten ridiculous. And I think it's time that we call him out on the BS when it comes to that.
Mark, I can't even believe you're asking me this question. That is an incredibly offensive question to ask.
But people ask it.
Wait, no. Mark, you're taking us down this rabbit hole. Let me be very clear about this. For the past several years, the president's physician has laid out in a comprehensive way the president's health. This is a president, if you watch him every day, if you really pay attention to his record and what he has done, you will see exactly how focused he's been on the American people, how historic his actions has been. And so I'm not even going to truly really take the premise of your question. I think it is incredibly insulting, and so we can move on to the next question.
Gas prices and grocery prices, then big topics here.
She said it's incredibly insulting. No, what's incredibly insulting is how you try to insult our intelligence. Robert Hur ruled that Biden is, in short terms, I'm paraphrasing here, this isn't exactly his words, but Biden is in cognitive decline so much so that he can't stand trial. And you're sitting here telling us that it's offensive to ask the question, is he in cognitive decline? Like, what? What's offensive is that you are trying to lie to us straight to our face. Like that's what's, like, if anything is offensive in this entire thing, it is that you trying to insult our intelligence with a load of crap. Like, it's just foolish at this point. I mean, my goodness.
It is incredibly insulting, and so we can move on to the next question.
Gas prices and grocery prices, then big topics here in North Carolina. How does Mr. Biden win votes when people don't have as much disposable income?
Look, the president understands. He grew up in a middle-class family, working-class family in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He gets it. He understands how difficult it is for Americans who are sitting around their kitchen table every month trying to figure out what they're going to pay for. You have to remember, when the president walked into this administration, there were multiple crises happening. There was COVID. There was the economy was in a tailspin because of the last administration, because of what the President Trump left us with. Now you're asking me about gas prices. The president took action on gas prices. Let's not forget Russia's invasion on Ukraine skyrocketed prices of gas, and because
wrong. Gas prices were already going in the wrong direction before then. And Trump never had gas prices over $3. Biden did. Okay. This is the only crisis, I put that in air quotations, that was going on was the beer bug. That was it. Didn't have anything else. All right. My goodness. These folks, man. These folks.
As the president took action, we see we are in a different place than we were a year ago on gas prices. Eggs, milk, seafood products, all the important groceries, those costs have gone down because of what this president has been able to do. And
they've gone down because they were at all-time highs. They were all-time highs. I spent $100 and something on 3 bags of food. Really 2 bags. The third bag had like 2 items in it. $100. $100. You fill up your cart for that price. Yeah, the prices have come down. That is a fact. But they're still higher than what they were. So don't try to play this mental gymnastics or this word salad game with all of us. Oh, well, prices have come down. Of course they have, because they were at all-time highs, but they still aren't where they were before. They're still higher than before. Well, gas prices have come down. Yeah, because gas prices were absolutely ridiculous. We all saw the prices. We all pulled up to the pump and was like, my goodness. I still say that. Right? I still say that to this day. To this day. Gas prices used to be $2. In some places, maybe even $1.90 something. Where is it at now? What's national average? What, $3.60, $3.70? Come on now. Stop trying to insult our intelligence. Gas prices are down. Yeah, down from $10 fucking dollars. Like, bro, like it's that type of stuff that just irks me. You know, trying to intentionally play these mental games with folks. You know, bro, this stuff is garbage.
Groceries, those costs have gone down because of what this president has been able to do. And with that, thank you so much, Mark. Have an amazing, amazing day.
Wow. She hung up.
Wow.
I mean,
Mark, you listen, I am nominating you to get a press corps badge, and you need to go to the White House. I'm sorry, but you asked 3-4 incredibly salient, important questions that are all front of mind, nothing out of bounds, no baba booeying or anything like that, right? And you did it exactly right on. And I don't understand the fragility of this person. I mean,
I do. Because when the facts come out, they run. Once again, Democrat policies do not stand up to scrutiny. They have to beat you with witty rhetoric. Whoa, I don't even know what I just said. Talking like Biden right there. My goodness. Oh, man. Wow. I'm not even going to edit that out. They have to beat you with witty rhetoric. Having the mainstream media push out their BS, repeating the same things over and over and over again, and silencing you, quite frankly, right? We've seen that happen time and time again. Because their policies, this is the thing that I've learned on this journey to discovering the truth. Democrat policies don't stand up to scrutiny. They don't. They use one of those tactics, or they storm off, right? Once the questions get hot, you just saw it there. That's the press secretary. Aren't Kamala and Biden in North Carolina campaigning right now? That's the press secretary on a radio station in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just hung up on him. That's a great campaign moment right there that she could have had. But because when the facts come out, they run. Their policies don't stand up to scrutiny. They don't. I've watched it happen time and time again. You can't tell me anything different. That's all I've ever seen. Or they just start shouting at you and calling you all types of names, or they say, "Oh, that's offensive. Oh, I'm offended." They start instead of simply answering the question, "Well, hey, these are the policies. This is how they're working. Here's the evidence that it's working, and here's the evidence that the other administration policies didn't work. These were their policies, and here's the evidence that they didn't work." It can be that simple, but their policies don't stand up to scrutiny. It's just that simple. That's why you see the fragility. That's why. Not my opinion. You saw it right there yourself. Y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.